people who are rich and do comedy. It's like, what's your deal?
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
What's your people are rich and do anything?
You got your ticket out. Why
what?
the fuck?
Just go home and watch TV.
Just go
watch
home.
movies.
Do whatever the fuck you
People
want.
just don't like movies as much as like the rest of us and our friends.
I guess not.
Because for anyone in our friend group, if they became rich, it would just be like, all we're gonna do is watch movies.
Or even like make short films and shit.
Yeah.
Like doing something productive,
doing something
fun. Yeah. Instead of going to an open mic at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Welcome to Stepdads. I'm Preston Tompkins.
Sorry for the rant or ramble. I am Zach Reiner.
This is episode 2 of Stepdads, and we already have some corrections. Apparently, Copland is not a Scorsese.
I know. I really thought it was. And you know what? When I got called out on it and I Googled it, and in the first article that came up, it was a article from like the 90s when it came out about how it was a Scorsese ripoff.
Oh my God.
I was like, well, all right.
Yeah. Yes, I went to film school. Yes, I work in television.
And I could have sworn Great Gatsby was.
Yeah. And no, I don't have any shame left. I don't care.
Yeah, like, no, I don't care. I'm
yeah.
fine with being wrong also.
Yeah. So if we're not a history podcast, but if you have corrections for us, email us at
all I'm going to be is like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Email us at step.dads@yahoo.com.
Oh, you made that?
Well, I've had it since we started doing sketches.
Oh, I like that we have a Yahoo.
Yeah, it's Yahoo because I did not make the switch to Gmail until like 2019. So
that rocks.
Check out the Yahoo.
Yeah, and I don't give a shit about being wrong. I'm not a proud person.
No, call us out, and if you're in one of our group chats, just say, hey, dipshits.
If you call me out and I'm wrong, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot. I'm wrong pretty often.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
It is totally fine. Tomorrow, we have Thanksgiving. We're having a nice dinner at your place.
Oh, yeah, we have.
Fuck turkey. I'm glad you guys are doing brisket.
Yeah, we're doing brisket and meatballs and pigs in a blanket.
Like that sounds amazing.
Gonna warm some cops up. Hey.
Where's my beer? Hell yeah. You got some big shows coming up. You're opening for Gethard.
Yeah, I'm opening for Gethard. When this comes out, I'm opening for Gethard on Friday in Denver and Saturday in Omaha.
Hell yeah. December 6th?
3rd and 4th.
3rd and 4th. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, the 3rd is at the Oriental Theater. We still have to say that.
Yeah, we legally still have to say that.
That's the word. It's the name of the venue.
We have no choice over that.
And the next night in Omaha is at the Waiting Room.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
God.
Nice return.
I haven't done a show.
Nice fucking triumphant return to the Waiting Room.
When was your last show at the Waiting Room?
I have no fucking idea.
I can't remember mine. It might have been
drunk movie review when we were doing that show, maybe. God. I honestly don't know. Maybe, it had to have been Crom then, because drunk movie review.
No, it was drunk movie review. Because
we went back and did show. I went back and did sets from here at Crom.
2015, 2016. Yeah, so it definitely was Crom. We need to bring drunk movie reviews back.
We should edit out the word.
Yeah, we'll edit out.
Okay. But yeah.
If you saw a weird jump cut, if you're watching the podcast, don't worry about it.
But yeah, so it wasn't drunk movie review.
It was a festival.
Yeah. It was with the women. I did the women show.
Oh yeah, with Dave Ross.
Yeah, and that was when. I mean, that was nice. That was when I became friends with those guys. Yeah, basically.
God, the Waiting Room is great for comedy because if people actually go there for a comedy show, it's amazing.
Oh yeah, but if they're not there for a comedy show, it's a nightmare.
It's the worst because it's a music venue. If you've never been to the Waiting Room in Omaha, just amazing bands have played there. But the second a comedy show,
there's no middle ground.
There's no middle ground.
It's either amazing or shitty every time, depending on like how. If the crowd will shut the fuck up or not.
Yes, because there's like that front little pit area where they have tables. Yeah. And then there's the entire bar area.
And they've honestly And I love the waiting room, but like they could probably figure out the seating better, like up front, like for comedy shows. But I get that that's like a lot of work that doesn't necessly like pay the bills.
Right.
Anyway.
I mean,
so, like,
they don't make their money off comedy shows there. They it's mainly a music venue. But dude, I want to bring drunk movie reviews back, but I'm afraid someone will die.
That's retired forever. Okay, we can go into that story.
The drunkest I've ever been was drunk movie.
Me and my friend, it was me and Steven.
It was you and Steven.
Yeah, me and my friend who was a firefighter now.
Yeah, he's a hero now
in Omaha.
And we're dipshits in Denver.
Very good comic though, very funny. Steven Smith. Me and him ran a show called Drunk Movie Reviews.
On paper. It's an amazing idea.
It was on paper. It was a great idea
because you guys started that when like Drunk History was big.
Yeah. So and we were like, well, we like movies.
Yeah.
So like, let's like have people who are like, it didn't have to be like a current movie. It was just a movie you were passionate about. And
like I did Drive.
Yeah,
that was my review.
Yeah, oh yeah, that one was funny.
But
you got theatrical a little bit. Dude, if I remember,
I duct taped 40s to my hands.
Yeah.
I don't remember the set, but there was video of it, and apparently I had not finished the 40s yet. And
I don't remember anything from the show ever, basically. So.
And I was waving around, getting Budweiser beer everywhere. But basically, the concept sounds just like it is. You have to get insanely shithouse drunk,
and then just review whatever movie you want to review.
The second movie I reviewed was Her, and I reviewed it because Joaquin Phoenix was the lead, and he has a cleft lip like I do. And basically, I of course don't remember my set, but all I did was make fun of Joaquin Phoenix's cleft lip.
And the crowd didn't know you had a cleft lip.
They did not know I had a cleft lip, and there was a review in the local paper, and I don't remember who reviewed it, but he said I was the worst comic he's ever seen because I tackled.
I forgot about that.
The low
online review. For roasting cleft lips, even though you had one.
Yeah, you have it. Like he said, it was like low hanging fruit trying to make fun of someone with a cleft lip, and he's like, you should think about who you are as a person. And then I found the guy on Facebook, and I was like, hey man, I have a cleft lip, and he goes, you still need to evaluate who you are as a person. I'm like,
what a piece of shit. One. Fuck that guy.
I have a cleft lip. I could talk about it.
I hope he fucking ramps his car around a tree.
Yeah. Hey, are you an amputee? You can't talk about that subject.
Yeah, God forbid.
God forbid.
God forbid you talk about something you experienced.
But
what a piece of shit.
I know. I was like, I have one. But see, the problem with that is like I can still see I've had like 10 cleft lip surgeries. I can still see it, but there's people I still meet and they're like, oh, you have a cleft lip? The dogs are fine. It's fine. It's pretty low. I can't hear it through my headphones.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that show was dangerous. Like someone did a stage dive.
Oh yeah. Could we say? Should we? We don't say. We won't say who.
No.
There was a local Omaha comic that literally fucking did a stage dive, and there was no one there.
No,
there was not people there.
No, it was the St. Patrick's Day one because we thought everyone would show up. But St. Patrick's Day in Omaha is Christmas. Yeah. So everyone's at bars and drinking.
It was still like pretty good. It was like a packed show.
Yeah.
But like he did not jump where people were.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
He jumped to the backstage area.
That's right. See,
He jumped. He just like
that's what it was.
Belly flopped on concrete towards the green room.
Yeah. Okay. So
he did not jump even towards the crowd.
Oh,
granted, there was not crowd there to jump on either.
Yeah. Right.
Because like that's not how it fucking. There's not fucking people standing.
No. That's the key factor. He stage dived, but stage left.
Yeah.
Where he
literally hit his shoulder on the green room door.
Yeah. And we're like, that was the last drunk.
I thought he broke his neck. I was like, well, all right.
Everyone's it sobered me up.
Yeah.
It sobered me up.
I was like, well, he just died. This is over.
We're like, we cannot do this show anymore. And that was 2015, I think. Because we didn't live in Omaha.
It was a very fun show that almost got people killed.
Yeah.
And like, we won't go in. There was a lot of like, there was just a lot of shit that happened.
There was a lot. Someone told me I was crying.
There were comics just making out in the green room in front of everyone. Won't say names.
No, we will not say names.
But yeah, it got like shit was crazy.
Yeah, the first one, apparently one of the comics got so drunk, he started ripping every single one of us in the green room, telling us how much he didn't like us.
Yeah.
And apparently I started crying. I don't remember that.
That's very funny.
24-year-old crying after a comedy show because someone called him fat. It was pretty funny.
That's very funny.
But like the next day he apologized to all of us, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're apologizing for. And apparently, his wife made him apologize to everyone.
They got divorced. It's fine. Everyone's past it.
It was a
crazy show.
Yeah.
Where like
very dangerous.
We almost had people die. We had
very dangerous.
People like making out in the green rooms. Comics. It was starting drama. It was starting drama. People were almost dying. It's like, okay, maybe we should pull the plug on this. We did like 3.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, this is too dangerous.
It was 3, and
flying a little too close to the sun.
Yeah. Each year, just to fuck with their group chat, will be like, hey guys, should we bring this back? And they're immediately resounding no.
No. If it was flying way too close to the sun. Like,
at 31 now, I definitely could not do that show. I would die. We'll have to make the younger comics like Noah Reynolds do it if we actually do it.
It was so, but that's the thing is like, it was quality-wise, it was a good show. Like,
it was amazing.
People love hearing like funny drunk people rant about like the movie that they watched.
Yeah.
It was a good show, but
really
like
was.
The comics couldn't handle it.
No, we physically could not handle it. It was like, if you witnessed it, you're lucky, because it's just not sustainable to keep doing that.
Yeah,
and we did it once a year.
No, we did it. We were doing it monthly. We did it like 3 or 4 times. We did it like 3. How would you have done it? We didn't. We were. Yeah, come on. You did it twice.
I personally did it twice.
You did it twice, and we did not do it multiple years. Think about that.
Well, no, there was one at the studio gallery, and then one at the waiting room.
We did like 2 or 3 at the studio or at the waiting room.
Well, that's how fucked up I was. I don't remember.
We did like 2 or 3 at the waiting room.
But I
can't wait to come back to the waiting room.
Hell yeah! We'll have to see that.
There will be less stage dives and less drunkenness this time.
Hell no! Buy your tickets to Chris Gethard and see Zach open up for him.
Gethard's the best, so everyone wants to see him. It's fine.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna scare some people with blue hair. I'm sure. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, I mean, Omaha typically was like a liberal city, but every time I go back, there's Blue Lives Matter flags everywhere. So
that's awesome. Just kidding.
So
I see them fucking everywhere.
I don't.
Here.
Well, what I'm saying is, I don't think you're going to see as many blue hairs as you think you are.
I do fucking DoorDash as my day as like a in between shows.
Mm-hmm.
And today I made a food delivery, and I pulled up behind this truck, and he had like crazy like 2A stickers on his truck. I was like, oh God, what the fuck?
He had what?
Like Second Amendment, like 2A.
Oh, God.
Second Amendment, 2A. And he had a Blue Lives Matter sticker. Like they had the blue line flag on his truck. And I was like, oh, that's fucking great. But It was like a leave at the door order. It was like one of those. So I was like, oh, that's fucking
you
chill.
don't even have to talk to him.
I was like, I don't fucking deal with this. But then the motherfucker was just standing. I didn't see him, and he was just standing in front of the truck. Literally police issued gun in his waistband. I was like, and I was like, oh great, and so I just gave him the food and left.
Jesus,
motherfucker just carries his he's clearly a cop, and he just has his gun on him at all times.
Right.
Whatever fucking it's the police issued fucking whatever 45 or whatever.
Just constantly got it on him.
It was clearly like the police issued one too.
Yeah,
it's like he's like in street clothes, just have his cop gun on him.
But he needs he
lived on Gilpin Street. Then.
I'm gonna have to bleep that out. That's amazing. But yeah, he needs his gun to get a DoorDash order. Like,
well, he was like outside looking at the front of his truck with like his friend, and just
so he wasn't even waiting for you. He was
like already just doing something outside, and he was like, hey, you can just leave it on the front steps. And I was like, all right, that's cool, that's fine. But he just has his gun on him while he's looking at the front of his truck with his friend. It was crazy.
Oh my god! Like I'm whatever. Own a gun. I don't give a shit. But
I'm
like,
not. I'm honestly not anti.
No, I feel like everyone should, but I don't think you should own a
anti-gun
machine
in
gun.
like public and shit, and like waving it around.
That shit. That's the stuff I don't like. It's
pretty different.
how many bad guys with a gun are you going to stop while checking?
Yeah, like
oil?
Statistically, carrying a gun in a grocery store doesn't do shit.
No, it didn't.
No. Oh God.
Hey, did you know? Did you know that when a bunch of men work in the same office, their suicide attempts start to sync up together?
Hey.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Let's see. We want to do it. I'll do a joke.
Yeah. Do a joke.
I don't call him Pete Davidson. I call him Handgun Kelly.
I got a massage recently, and I asked for a frustrating ending. So she rubbed my shoulders and made me listen to a Joe Rogan podcast.
Ironically, getting cucked by Pete Davidson would feel like your dad dying in 9/11.
Here's my impression of Woody Allen having sex with his wife. Dad tax.
Let's see.
People did not like that one when I tweeted it.
Let's see what I got. Oh man, did you see the thing where the QAnon people were hanging out at the Dealey Plaza where JFK got assassinated?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that, but I didn't read the story.
They thought, okay, they legitimately thought JFK Jr. and JFK were going to show up at the Dealey Plaza.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Not just one of them.
No, both of them.
The father and son.
I'm pretty sure it was both of them. Someone correct me.
Yeah. Step.dads at yahoo.com.
The R word. I did not say it.
What?
You can edit that out.
I am. All right, another jump cut. So
I was being self-deprecating.
Yeah, so they thought he was going to show up, but at the site where he got assassinated.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And so I tweeted, don't worry, cute people. JFK Jr. will be at the Dealey Plaza. He's just having some trouble with his flight.
Okay, so hypothetically, let's say they were still alive. That would be amazing if they died, quote unquote, again, just from flying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he died in a plane crash.
Well, I know, but like what I'm saying is like, let's say he was alive this entire time, but then he finally did die by crashing a plane with his dad.
Yeah. Oh, God.
If you have a story about having Thanksgiving dinner with a family member that's into QAnon, please email us because I want to know what that's like.
I honestly don't have any Q people in my family, and I'm half from Texas and half from Iowa.
I mean, statistically, that's insane.
Well, Iowa and Nebraska is the same thing,
right? You would think you would. I thought I would
have
too.
zero. I mean, I'm sure I do that I don't fucking talk to, but no one in my immediate family is like.
Those are the good QAnon people.
My brother didn't get vaccinated for a while, and that pissed me off. But
yeah, but he's not into Q.
As far as I know.
Those are the good Q people that they're into Q, but they don't talk about it. That's kind of like I'm really into Star Wars.
Yeah, but that's like how they operate. Like that's why we didn't know that's kind of why we didn't know there were so many Trump supporters because they're told to stay quiet.
Yeah.
On Reddit and
right, yeah,
4chan or 5chan. There's like a 5chan now.
Yeah, there's.
I'm guessing because they got a bigger forehead. What?
All right, I think that's a good place to end this segment. Welcome back to Stepdads. We did not have a commercial because we do not have sponsors yet.
If you would like to, let us know.
For real, if you know of a brewery or anything in Omaha
or weed dispensary,
Omaha or Denver, please,
or cartel.
We'll take some under the table stuff.
I'll get a face tattoo.
Yeah, I'll just tweet something.
I'll get MS-13 right here on my cheek.
But yeah, if you know of a brewery or own a brewery or dispensary and want us to give you a shout out on our Dipshit podcast, let us know.
I think I'm gonna get drunk tonight.
You're gonna get drunk tonight?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get drunk tonight. I'm just gonna get a buzz. I'll get drunk tomorrow at Friendsgiving. But I did want to tell it. You want me to tell the story about the time I woke up?
Okay, so let me kind of set the stage for this. So when Zach and I started doing comedy together, Zach
I always
has
tried to make it into a bit, but never could because I'm not a fucking story guy.
right, but Zach has this UNMC tattoo. So Zach, if you don't know, was in the Marines for a little bit. So it was funny when we started doing comedy together. I was like, this guy was in the Marines, and our buddy Steven, who we talked about the drunk movie reviews, always tries to, or when we were in Omaha, try to see if you still had the training in you. It would try to come up behind you and scare you to see if you kill him or not.
I snapped into it a couple times.
It was terrifying because your eyes went blank and you're like, I'll fuck you up. That's the type of person Steven is. He
Steven's. I mean, Steven's the worst, but Steven's the best.
Yes, he will try to see if a former Marine still got it. But yeah, you said you have a story from when you were in the Marines.
Oh, okay. I'll just do because trying to do. Okay. So one time, I think it had to have been like 2008 because I was pretty far into my 4-year stint into the Marine Corps. And it was me and my best friend in the Marines, Tony, who lives in Denver, and I see him occasionally. He's a doctor now. When we were in the Marines together, he got 2 DUIs.
When he was in the Marines with you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I think 3. He's a doctor in Denver now. No worries. Brain doctor. He rocks.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Tony. He's a great guy. He's very smart.
Is Tony okay with you telling everyone that he has DUIs?
I mean, I'm not saying his last name or anything.
Okay.
It is like it's like a good story. He got like 3 DUIs in the Marine Corps. Now he's a fucking doctor.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty good spread there. So.
Yeah, clearly the military was just a bad fucking fit.
The military was his rock bottom.
Yeah. Okay, so we were out in Oceanside, California at the bars one night, which is just like it's not really like a suburb of San Diego because it's like 30 minutes north, but it's not like too far. Okay, so we're hammered. It's me, him, and our other roommate, and we lost our other roommate, which happened all the time. One time we left him at SeaWorld.
Wait, how'd you lose him?
I don't know. We just left him.
Oh, I thought he died. Okay.
No, we just left him. One time we left him at SeaWorld.
I thought he just...
One time we legitimately just left him at SeaWorld. He got like too drunk.
I thought he died.
One time at SeaWorld, he got like embarrassingly drunk and like walked into the girls' bathroom and we just left him.
Yeah, no, you just...
Like, all right. And we just left him at SeaWorld and went back to base.
Military-wise, that is when you leave a man behind. When they walk into the women's restroom.
Okay, so... We were drunk on the beach. I didn't have a car, and we were too drunk to drive. We couldn't go back anyway. So we're like, okay, we didn't have money for a hotel, and none of us got lucky that night to hook us up with a place to sleep. So me and Tony were just like, let's just sleep on the beach. We're right by the ocean. It's fucking 70 degrees.
Why not just fall asleep
We're
on the beach?
blackout.
Yeah.
We're like, let's fuck it. Sleep in the sand.
That is the perfect drunk logic.
Yeah.
Why not just
sleep in the
here? It's
sand.
great.
We'll sleep in the sand. It's 70 degrees year round. Why wouldn't you? And all of a sudden, next thing I remember, after laying on the ground, bullshitting with Tony and laying on the ground, I just remember waking up mid-run.
Oh my God.
I'm sprinting. And I wake up sprinting, and I'm barefoot.
Oh my God!
I'm barefoot.
So, what's the last thing you remember right before you're running?
I don't know. Just talking to Tony. I guess.
Okay, so just midnight, and then lights come back on.
But I think something happened that I don't remember.
See, that's the terrifying part. Yeah. What were you running from?
Yeah, that's the thing. To this day, I was I was over a mile away from where I fell asleep, sprinting barefoot.
That is terrifying.
So I literally wake up and I just run the rest of the way back to where Tony was. I'm like, what the fuck?
Why not? Yeah.
And my feet are just destroyed at this point. But so I run the mile back. So I ran 3 miles, 2 miles at least barefoot. So I get back to Tony. My shoes are still there, socks in them.
Yeah.
Tony's still sleeping on the beach. His socks is his shoes.
Oh my God.
And I wake him up like, dude, I just woke up fucking sprinting a mile away from here, terrified for my life. I don't know why I was so terrified. I was like legit terrified. Like something shook me.
Okay, so
and he was like, "What the fuck, man?" Like this was his line when I woke him up. I like shook him. He was like, "What the fuck, man?" And you didn't wake me up.
Drunk
like
Zach
I just
was
left
like,
him.
"Nope, I'm out of here." All right.
Like whatever like scared me to die, I just left him there.
my theory is cops. Like you got scared, like, oh shit, we're gonna get.
My theory is because we had dealt with some sketchy dudes trying to lure us into like hotel rooms before, which is weird. It's a weird thing. San Diego's a weird place.
What are you like?
No, me and Tony
wise,
me and Tony like. What we did for the Marines, or we just became like drunk hippies. Like we just go down to beach town and just like get drunk, sleep in the car. And
so
like,
when you say lured into hotel rooms,
no, there were these two like older guys who tried to get us to like just come hang out in their hotel room at like 6 a.m. one morning.
Oh, just to party and stuff.
Yeah, and they were like, you guys clearly party, and we party.
My mind,
you guys should come party with us. And then when I walked in, it was like 6 a.m. and there was like porn on the TV. It's like, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out. See, my
and
head.
Tony was like, what, man? They just want to, like, we're drinking. We're partying. It's our fucking weekend. Like, we do this 24/7 on the way. Let's do this.
That is amazing.
And I was like, dude, these guys are fucking going to kill, like, rape us and kill us.
Yeah.
Like,
see, yeah, my when you said lure us in hotel rooms, I was thinking either, like.
No, they were going to, like, rape us and kill us. Like.
I thought like human trafficking.
No, we walked into these guys were just like
foreign spies.
These guys, because we were just being like hippie, like kind of just like walking around the beaches on San Diego.
Yeah,
like getting like drunk and shit, and like, and then it was, and this guy was like, "Oh, come party with us." We walk in and they're like playing porno on the TV.
Yeah,
which is not something you do when you're just like trying to like get drunk.
Yeah,
keep
even
getting drunk.
or even if just trying to get laid, you don't just have. Porn
it was like this is. I was like, nope, not going in there. And Tony's like, what the fuck, man? It's like I'm not going in there.
No, you don't just have porn on the TV if their goal was getting laid.
And then like the next day, I was like, you were right.
That is terrifying. Have you ever woken up from being blackout drunk doing anything else? Like,
no.
Or was that the one time like, oh my God, I'm running down the street?
No, yeah. I've never, that's like the one time. So that's like, I don't know what scared me.
So, see, my brain, if that happened to me, I'd be like, oh God, every time I get drunk, I'm going to wake up driving or running.
No,
like,
it wasn't like that. It was like, I was legit that scared of something that I didn't even like mind to like wake up my like friend or put my shoes and socks on. I literally just took off.
You were literally on airplane mode and your lizard brain took over before fight or flight.
I wonder what it was to
to
this day. Like, I don't know if it was, man, I don't know.
You just woke up and you didn't know where you were,
like
probably.
Some like creepy guy or just like a whatever.
Or you're just like, oh, I'm late for work.
It was like right by the pier. We were like 100 yards from like the pier on Oceanside. It was weird.
That is terrifying. Just the only time I've woken up and not really know where I was or something along those lines is I woke up in my car in the parking lot of University of Nebraska at Omaha with someone else's shoes on my feet. Like,
whoa!
I traded my shoes that night. I don't know how or why, but the thing is I have size 14 feet and it's hard to find like shoes sometimes.
Do you wear like wide for shoes too?
Yeah, 13 wide or 14.
Jesus Christ.
Drunk Preston must have found someone.
You're so Midwest.
I know, with our shoe size. And like, you know, at the end of games, sometimes basketball players will trade jerseys.
Your shoe size makes you the most Midwest person of all time.
It's either wide or long. But like Drunk Preston would have been like, oh my God, we have the same size shoe. Let's trade. I never found out why, but that's
your shoe size just sounds like you dip everything into ranch. Like,
I get shit for dipping my pizza in barbecue sauce, and that's why I used to be.
You just use ranch, man.
I do. I like ranch, but in high school, my friend Torrance told me to dip it in barbecue sauce, and it was great. And then I was 300 pounds, so.
All right, let's do some jokes.
Yeah. Did you know if you drop off your food baby at the hospital or fire station, you'll get arrested for shitting in public?
Pea milk is a fun product because it sounds like someone describing something because they forgot what cum was called.
I'm going to call it pea milk from now on.
No, my wife buys pea milk.
Wait, is that a thing?
PEA.
Oh, I had no idea
There's pea
that was
milk.
a thing. I thought you just came
Yeah,
up.
no, it's pea milk.
I've never heard
They
that.
make milk out of peas.
Is it green?
No.
That makes no sense to me. You'll have to show that to me after this.
My wife has it. Oh, God, I won't drink it.
If you sit on your left hand until it goes numb and stick your thumb up your butt, it feels like a stranger's hitchhiking up your asshole.
I joined the Mile Low Club. I fucked in a submarine.
That's a good.
Kids that want to be astronauts when they grow up should be rounded up and put into fucking camps.
Oh my God.
Space camps
God
specifically.
Damn it. I didn't mean to cut off your joke. That just fucking got me.
Let's see.
Don't you hate it when you can't find your noose and turns out it's been around your neck the entire time? I did that joke one time at an open mic, and this guy came up to me afterwards. He goes, "You shouldn't fucking do that joke anymore." And I was like, "Why?" He goes, "My son hung himself." And I was like, all right. I should probably not tell that joke on stage anymore. Because you never know when someone's son had offed themselves.
I mean, no, that's not true. I mean, it's true that like Epa's son probably offed himself.
Yeah.
But,
no, I've done it since then.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
in the moment, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, everyone's had awful shit happen to them. I mean, like, you can't just stop doing jokes
No.
with like one awful thing.
I mean, I just told it right now, so I'm
Yeah.
not afraid to tell it again.
Let's see. It sucks. It sucks. 5 Hour Energy wasn't around when Dale Earnhardt was alive. He could have avoided that 2:30 hitting the wall feeling. I'm pointing at the.
Pointing at the camera. You're on fucking notice, NASCAR fans. Oh, man.
Let's see. You got a funny one.
Well, I have a story about you.
Yeah, let's do the Rory one.
Yeah, I have a story about you.
We can edit me encouraging it.
Hell yeah. So this was 2013.
Was it 2013?
Yeah, it was a
God
year.
damn.
It was a year before we moved, and I had just gotten off work. And that night, Rory Scovel was in town. It was the first time that we were all gonna like see him live in Omaha. We're all super excited, and Zach was going to open for him, and we're all super excited. We're like, holy shit! All right, this is gonna be good. And I get off work. I used to work at the Omaha Zoo. So it was like a very hot day out. I was fucking tired. I was going to take a nap right before the show. And I get this phone call. And it's from Zach. And Zach had never called me before. We'd only texted. So I was like,
Well, I
all right.
knew you lived in the area
Yeah.
where we were at. We were good friends.
No, we were. I'm just saying, like,
we were good friends for like 3
no,
years.
yeah,
probably
no,
at
we
that
were
point.
great. We were great friends. But
Yeah.
you calling me
Yeah, I'd never called you.
signified
I
that
literally had never called
yeah,
you.
it had signified that something was wrong. So I'm like, hey, what's up? You ready for the show? And you're like, you need to come pick me up. And I was like, what? He goes, and that you went, I just got in a car accident. Come pick me up. And you had actually just been like 2 streets over from my house. So I hop into my car and you told me where you're at. I get to the location. At the spot, there is a car with the trunk busted up, all the way open, and Zach is staring at the sun. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And you didn't have any blood coming out of your ears or nose or anything. But I was like, dude, what the fuck happened? You're like, I got in a car accident. My head hurts. And you're like, and actually, the show was in an hour, I believe.
No, I think we had like 2 hours.
Really?
I think we. No, it was an hour.
Yeah, 'cause-
that was why I called you.
Yeah, because you were on your way to
I was
the show.
literally on my way. Yeah, I was
And,
literally on my way
yeah.
because I usually get there like at that time. Because I'm like, even now, I'm like, at least I get there an hour early.
Yeah,
to
no,
every show.
my nerves can't handle it. I need to
I'm
get
like, I'm
early.
there an hour early. I'm there before like every like shitty open
Yeah.
micer.
Yeah.
I'm there before the host.
Yeah. But the venue actually wasn't that far from my house, so that's why I was going to take a nap. So I went to get you, staring at the sun, and you're like, I got in a car accident, my head hurts. And I didn't put two and two together yet. So I got you in my car. We drove to the venue, and we're walking in, and you're just kind of staring off at the ceiling and not looking. You're not answering anything I ask you, and you're not looking at me. I'm like, dude, are you okay? And you go, my head hurts. Like, that's all you said for that hour. Like, my head hurts. And my dumb 23-year-old brain didn't go, oh, we should go to the fucking hospital, because you had a concussion. You had a goddamn concussion, and you were just kind of wavy-eyed the whole time. Rory gets there, and you introduce yourself. You're like, hey, Rory, my name's Zach. I just got in a car accident. Like, you were in a...
I was just in a stupor.
Like, it was in an Alcoholics Anonymous
It was a
meeting.
great way to intro myself to Rory Scovel.
And Rory goes in, like, we were all comedy nerds, so we were trying to get over being starstruck at first. Now it's like, oh, it's just Rory.
No, I mean, that was also why, like, I am not, like, letting this car accident, like, not keep me from opening for Rory Scovel.
That's the thing, because
I am opening for Rory Scovel.
You're not going to miss this, because, and then after you said, my name's Zach, I just got in a car accident, I'm excited to open for you. And Rory looked at me like, is this guy okay? And I was like, he just got in a car accident. And at the time, someone should have been like, we need to get Zach to the hospital. But nobody did anything. Thankfully, you didn't drink.
No, I didn't drink.
I know that for a fact. You did not drink that night. But so we were like trying, Zach, come over here. You're on next. Like, we were just babysitting you the whole time. None of us thinking to call 911 or send you to the hospital or anything.
No one was taking that
because
from
we
me.
also all knew how important this show was.
I mean, Rory was my favorite. Rory's the best.
Yeah, it was a sold out show.
No one. I was like, you're gonna have to kill me.
Yeah, because it was big for Omaha to have Rory Scovel come
Yeah.
there. Because at that time we didn't really have anyone big come into town unless they were doing like the Orpheum or something. It was like Larry the Cable Guy or the Blue Collar.
It was passed around as like a legend for like a year. Like, Zach did this.
It was, because you went on stage and you killed it. Something in your brain snapped where you're like, all right, I'm going to focus in. And you did your set and you killed. And then you got off stage. And then I don't know where you went after that, because we were all watching.
No,
Rory.
I drank a beer. I totally drank a beer. I was like, I've heard it.
Oh my God. But you opened for Rory with the goddamn concussion. Because the next day you went to the hospital, you're like, yeah, man.
And like for the next like 6 to 8 times I saw Rory, he'd be like, are you okay?
Oh my God.
Every time. Are you okay?
Yeah, at High Plains this past year. He goes,
he's even still dead.
He was like, hey, how's the head? But I'll never forget Rory looking at me, a 23-year-old kid, saying, like, looking for me to take care of the situation, because he's not going to do anything, and he doesn't know what's going on. And like, hey, is this guy okay? It was just it was terrifying.
So think about that, youngsters. You can handle open mics, but can you handle getting in a car wreck?
Because it turned out, because later we found out, or at least you told me, that your head slammed against the steering wheel and your airbag didn't go off.
Yeah.
And that's how you got the concussion.
Yeah.
And I look back on that now as like, holy shit.
And I got a settlement on that one, because I was the one that rear-ended the guy, but he was literally stopped in just like a driving lane.
Yeah.
On a street in Omaha that had there was no visibility at that time of day.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
you can't see.
There was no, like, by that hospital over.
Yeah,
the
on
that street. Yeah, well, I don't know what that street is right there. What is that street?
It's Farnham.
Farnham. Yeah. There was no visibility. It was sun in your face.
Yeah.
So to have someone parked there illegally, like, you would never see them.
No. So because by the time I got there, the scene had already been cleaned up, and you were waiting for like a tow truck.
Yeah, so it's like
car.
I rear-ended the guy, but it was like
he hit you.
No, I rear-ended him. Yeah.
Then why was your trunk fucked up?
No, it was his trunk fucked up.
Okay, so maybe the car was there. Maybe I got a concussion.
No,
too.
my car was being towed. My car was already towed when you got there.
No, your car was there. I specifically remember
yeah.
standing in front of
That's
your car.
fair. Yeah, I had to wait for the car to get towed.
But we were good to go because someone was taking care of the situation. But looking back on that, I'm like, all the signs were there for me to see if you need to go to the hospital. I didn't even ask that. I'm like, all right, let's go to the show.
No, we just need to get to the Rory show.
Yeah.
That was like
and you're like, my
we're
head
getting
hurts.
to the Rory. I was like, no, we're going to the Rory. No, I think that was even what I said to you when I called you. It's like, we need to get to the... I was
Yeah.
like, I need to get to the Rory show.
But I mean, that's the thing.
'Cause I knew you were going.
Right, because we were such
And
big,
I knew you lived close, and I was
Yeah.
like, I need you.
we were such big comedy nerds that it didn't even occur to me that there was going to be a chance we were missing the show.
No.
Like,
there
even-
was not. That was not.
So that's what took over my brain, not to be like, hey, oh, shoot, should we get him checked out? It was just, yeah, let's get to the show. And looking back, if something like that happened now, I'd be like, I'm taking you to the goddamn hospital. But that show was so important for, not just for you, but for Omaha too, because it was like the first time we were bringing in a bigger name. Because, you know, if we had a shit show, oh, well, the opener got in a car accident, didn't show up, so I had to go up cold. We knew it. People would be like, you know, he
the
would.
first time I felt like an NFL player.
Yeah. We knew that the word would get out that Omaha comics are dipshits, but you answered the call.
No, yeah, it was crazy. Like, I just knew you lived close, and like I was like, no one, I'm not missing that Rory
No,
show.
it was super weird because I was like, it was the one show that was right next to my house, so I was like, all right, I'm coming to get you. But I'll never forget showing up and you're just staring at the sky. That should have been my
Mike
first
Perry
tip.
had a very funny thing to say to me. He was like, you know what would have been a funny bit? Because like I got introed being like, this guy has a head injury, he got into a car accident. Like they literally, I don't remember who was hosting.
It was
it Mike Perry?
No, it was Garza.
Okay. And so I got introed as having like, you know, this guy got into a car accident on the way here.
Yeah.
He has a head injury. And Mike Perry was like, dude, it would have been really funny if you just told the same joke over and over. And I was like, God damn it, that is very funny.
That
What
honestly,
if I just told the same joke like 50 times? That would have been so fucking funny.
because the audience knew you had just been in a car accident.
That's so funny. Like Mike Perry. Shout out to Mike Perry. He's very funny.
Mike Perry, I saw you at High Plains recently. I love you,
saw
buddy.
Mike Perry at High Plains. Yeah, we both talked to him.
Yeah.
He rocks.
You need to come out more often.
He's very funny.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that show was very important for all of us. You nailed it too. Like your brain shut off.
I was literally like in autopilot mode. Just did my
Yeah.
set like,
and then just chugged a beer afterwards.
yeah,
And then went to the hospital the next day.
yeah.
Oh my
No,
God.
I didn't go to the hospital for that one.
But you got diagnosed with concussion.
Oh yeah. The next, yeah, you're right. I did.
'Cause,
do that. The only the two times I've ever had a concussion, I went to the hospital the next day and got diagnosed.
That reminds me.
Because the other time was like I got roofied.
Oh man, was that at
That was in the old market at my brother's bachelor party. I literally went to my brother's bachelor party. I was like 2 beers in, just like partying, having a great time. And then like this chick was like, "Hey, this guy bought me a drink, but I'm leaving. Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, a free drink. I don't give a shit." And I drank it, and the next thing I knew, I woke up the next day at 7 p.m. And it was daylight.
I shouldn't laugh at you getting roofied, but
it was daylight when we started the bachelor party. And I woke up the next day with a big brick wall scratch on the side of my face.
like a Chris Farley.
Like
size.
I just fucking fell
Tommy
and my
Boy.
face just like went down the brick wall.
God damn, man. I don't think I've ever been roofied.
And so some guy wanted to roofie that chick, and I got it.
What a fucking nightmare. You know, this reminds me, there's another comic story in our friend group that had a concussion when we went to a show. David Kalsgaard.
He got a concussion?
Yeah, he, this is like when he first started. Brandon Cordes and I had a show in Des Moines at Comedy Zombie. And Kalsgaard's like, yeah, can I come with you? And so he's riding in the car with us. And again, he was acting weird. And turns out like he got hit in the head earlier that day and had a concussion.
Oh, no.
But we kept joking like, oh, don't fall asleep, Kalsgaard, because it was a 2-hour drive. And again, we did not go to the hospital.
That motherfucker sleeps more than anyone alive. So, like, good luck keeping that motherfucker awake.
Kalsgaard, we're calling you out, buddy. A very funny Omaha
The
comic.
worst person to get a concussion. You can't keep that guy awake.
Very funny Omaha comic. Notorious for sleeping in. Because we had all the guys come over to our apartment one year for a festival, and we were all ready to get brunch, and he slept till like 2 p.m.
Yeah, we already all
Like
had a meal.
An hour before the show started.
We all had a meal. And he's like, I'm not waking up.
Cosguard, I love you. If you're listening, you better be listening.
Which is weird because he's like the least drunk of the group.
No, yeah, he's very responsible. What does that boy do? Well,
The only people I'd ever seen sleep that much were like drunks.
Well, he's got an ass that don't quit, so that's got to take a lot of calories. So look up David Cosguard on Instagram. He's got a great butt. So tomorrow you and I are having Thanksgiving. Next week I'm going out of town to Florida.
You going out of town to Florida?
Yeah, so my wife and I are having like our kind of half honeymoon because we want to go to Hawaii.
We haven't done that.
Yeah, you haven't done a honeymoon either, but we're going to.
No, I'm reminded.
It's a thing that
Just
comes
kidding.
up.
I love my wife.
It's a thing that comes up.
I love my wife.
So next week, Zach's got shows with Chris Gethard. December 6th, I'm headlining Drat's Brewery in Loveland. So get tickets to that. Come see us.
I'm also coming to the South, bitch.
When?
February 3rd and 4th, I'm in Lafayette, Louisiana. Fuck.
I'm in the process of getting our website.
Lafayette, Louisiana. Goddamn, I'm stupid.
Do you have a concussion?
And then I am thinking supposedly the Houston date is gonna happen, but I'm not 100%.
Okay, we're figuring it out.
It's at like 97%.
Yeah,
on the Houston date.
Okay. Well, check out Zach's Twitter. My Twitter will post our show dates. I'm gonna have the website up soon. It's in the process of being made. And we'll post all of our sketches on there and video podcasts and links to everything. In the meantime, if you got something to say to us, email us at step.dads.
I'm sure we were wrong about bullshit.
Anything. Step.dads@yahoo.com. We're going to be releasing this each Monday. I think that should be the schedule. So, yeah, we love you. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Hell yeah.
Return